Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gordon alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at these 49ers as they enter play here. They're halfway home, looking good, and a perfect 8-0.
And not much to complain about so far, is there? I'd have to say they're the best team in the NFL through the first half of the year.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Broncos, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback.
So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their third-year quarterback.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. The numbers for Travis Kelce last week. 8 catches, 95 yards.
And he was able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open.
From the 33, here's second down at 7. Here's Nix.
That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
This defense for the Niners, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. He'll drop this down to Williams. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
To throw is Nix.
Now the Niners get there and bring him down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
To throw, here's Nix.
Flush to his right. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So here are the 49ers now with a long field ahead. And a look here at their signal caller, the 5th-year quarterback.
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is Run it inside. Everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you've really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
Play action. Now Purdy.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week and takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%. And I feel like I'm being generous with that number. Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
Like that?
Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
And quickly out wide, this is Watson.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown.
Christian Watson.
Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the 49ers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Moody good with the extra point.
And that makes the score 7-0. 5 plays there on that drive.
And it was all capped off by a touchdown catch from Christian Watson.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Up the middle, it's Williams. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
You look at this Niner defense.
Well, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
Purdy now to throw off the play action.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. No going for two. They'll kick the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
7-7, our score after one. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it as we resume action. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Niners offense and Brock Purdy getting ready for this next possession. He had the touchdown pass earlier, adding to his impressive season total as you take a look at the NFL leaders in touchdown passes at this point in the season. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this goal. A dive, and he's got it. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
Well, he worked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively, just too hard to keep him under wraps, and delivers a big play here for this offense.
Samuel in motion. Here's Purdy. And complete once again to Watson.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Will go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up second down.
Purdy will look to throw again here.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers.
Christian Watson
with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
Moody good with the extra point.
And that makes the score 14-7.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10. They begin the drive with Williams. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Screen play set up for Williams.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Off the option, here's Williams.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
Now it's Nix.
Caught, Kelsey, left side. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 44-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams, he can't get him down. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half.
Throwing Nix. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun is Nix.
It's Kelsey on the ground. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the 49ers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
Andy, do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Debo going in motion left. Throwing here, Purdy.
Taking a shot for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Let's go now.
Now a man whose father won 2 rings as a Bronco. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26.
Holding offense.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Past the 60, past the 60. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats, 18, Pioneer.
Samuel in motion. Now Purdy. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
19 tight, 19 tight. 60 Maverick, come 19, come 19.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson. They got his man complete.
Touchdown, 49ers.
Christian Watson
On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the 49ers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that's certainly an important score right there, because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
The Broncos going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Here's 2nd and 7. Nix to the air.
Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Back to throw again. That one complete to Hill. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Here comes third and the length of the football.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Working them. And he lost the football.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Now a 2nd and 2. Purdy now to throw. And that one into the hands of Ayuk downfield.
And all the way down to the 10-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Back to throw, Purdy. He's got Ayuk once again.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Brandon Ayuk.
As the first half is winding down.
And the 49ers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive.
And it was Brandon Ayuk capping it off with a touchdown reception. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return.
The 49ers offense and Christian McCaffrey ready to go once more. And he's run the ball well to this point in the season, right there in the mix for NFL leaders in rushing.
In motion, the tight end.
They go play action here. Purdy
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
Purdy off the play fake. That's caught downfield by Kittle.
And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11. A big play there for the Niners. 45 yards.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
2nd and 10. Purdy. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle, halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Moody good with the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Holding offense.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. A good positive play there, 9 yards, but still 3rd and long.
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Here's Nix. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Here's Thomas.
So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop.
Got a man, that's Ayuk.
And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds.
A 10-yard gain, but it's 4th down.
Got it.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Now for the point after. It's good, and it's now 35-14. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. Flexing his muscle at the 30.
And a nifty return there all the way across the 40. The Niners offense and their quarterback ready to go once more.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this third quarter of play. Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
3rd down and 1.
Go.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
That's good. 4A.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
All right, I've got to be careful here. All right, he's on the plus side of 30. There may be a little gray in the beard, but that's not slowing down his feet as far as he's concerned.
What are you saying? I'm on the plus side of 30.
Well, if you're on the plus side of 30, you don't know what I'm on the plus side of. All I know is that run right there, let us know there's still some life in those legs.
Absolutely, still got a lot of life left in those legs.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. And not a good time for the sack on 2nd and goal, a loss of 6, and now it's 3rd down.
Purdy looking to throw.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Nix from the shotgun. On the slant, completes to Sutton.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Let's go. Huh.
To throw is Nix.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hill. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Like it, 18. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Yep.
Now it's Nix.
They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. The 49ers 36.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Ready.
Here's Nix once more.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
To throw, here's Nix. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 21. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
Let's go now.
Throwing Nix.
Got a man open. It's Sutton. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelsey.
And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
Nix to the air.
And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Broncos get a bit closer.
And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2. They'll look to throw. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. And the 49er hands team does its job. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey.
And he will have a Niners 1st down, and that ought to be the one that seals the victory.
Get it.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. That one looks like he'll throw here.
They'll find Ayuk open right side.
And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 15-yard line.
The numbers there tell the story. That last completion going to move him up over 400 yards passing now for the game. Here's Purdy.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Now Purdy.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete.
And the 49ers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now he's got it. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Trying to take this home, they'll run.
And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
Moody good with the extra point.
And that pushes the lead up to 23. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
They'll go play action with Nix.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League. But fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared. But executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for the 49ers, the train just keeps rolling. 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Denver, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll get a chance.